The thing that strikes a chord and your emotion is the thing that will keep you going forever. People make things timeless, you know what I mean? We all have a moment here in this finite time, and it's people making memories of the works that make them timeless, you know? The song without people making it theirs is nothing, like a tree falling in the forest. Man, the creative process for Sure Thing was kind of a blur. I was in the car coming from a session that I got kicked out of, and I got this incredible CD. At the time, we were still burning CDs with beats on them. I don't remember that drive. I just remember, if you be the cash, I be the rubber band. And then the rest is kind of coming as I went. I think there's like magic. There's like something when it comes from a greater place. I think we get to be instruments as we create, and it's through our practice that we get out of our own way. The thing that comes through is greater than us, and I think this was one of those songs and moments that came through, you know, that's why I don't really recall it. It's just flow. You could bet that, never gotta sweat that. You could bet that, never gotta sweat that. You could bet that, never gotta sweat that. You could bet that, never gotta sweat. Yeah. I wrote the song somewhere around 2007. Hip hop had moved to the South. We were getting chopped and screwed. This was a new thing. That intro was a bit of homage to independent artists that were making their mark on hip hop and culture, and it was like a homage to the sound. If you be the cash, I be the rubber band. You be the match, I will be a fuse. Boom. Painter, baby, you could be the muse. I'm the reporter, baby, you could be the news. I'm pretty sure T.I. had a song called Rubber Band Man, where he's talking about pretty much rubber band banks and just knots of cash. It was just so hard. Like, you could see it, like a knot of cash and a rubber band holding it together. It was the perfect way to start the song. A big shout out to T.I., a big shout out to the South. Cause you're the cigarette, and I'm the smoker. We raise a bet, cause you're the joker, chipped off. You are the chalk, and I could be the blackboard, you could be the talk, and I can be the walk. Cigarette and the smoker, that just was hard too, just because the addiction, you know, is like what it insinuates. Even when you know it's bad for you, you just can't quit it. You be the talk, I will be the walk. That's the whole thing, is like you have to have one and the other for it to work. You know, when things contrast, there's something about that I love. Even when the sky comes falling, even when the sun don't shine, I got faith in you and I. Put your pretty little hand in mine. Even when we're down to the wire, babe. Even when it's do or die. We could do it, baby, simple and plain. 'Cause this love is a sure thing. There is an optimism that you have when you feel the kind of love that has no limit, that feels balanced, that feels lasting and indefinite. The sky in this context really is representative of this belief. It's like even when I lose that and the sun doesn't shine, it's like when everything goes wrong, I still have faith in you and I. And the line that really kind of gets it home is, just put your pretty little hand in mine. It's like, trust me and I got you. I was trying to capture the vulnerability and also the strength that being in a relationship requires. Nah, if you be the lover, I be the fighter, babe. If I'm the blunt, you could be the lighter, babe. Fire it up, writer, baby, you could be the quote. If I'm a lyric, baby, you could be the note. If I could choose a lyric and a note that changed everything for me, that made me feel love, for all we know, Donny Hathaway. Before you go, make this moment sweet again. So love me tonight. Tomorrow was made for sun. This whole progression, this melody, as a kid, as a child, hearing that song for the first time, never knowing anything about love, but feeling it so deeply, it was the reason why I wanted to be a songwriter. Record that saint, I'm a sinner. Prize, I'm a winner, and it's you. What did I do to deserve that? Paper, baby, I be the pen. Say I am the one, 'cause you are 10. For real and not pretend. Visual things that capture the symbiotic nature of being in a relationship. You know, it really requires for two people to show up. Paper without a pen, it's like, you know, they're tools, but they almost are not fulfilled. The subtext of the song is what grabs people the most, is because you can see it and you understand immediately that they need each other. All these small analogies to convey, I show up for you, you show up for me, and there's nothing that's impossible. This love between you and I is simple as pie, baby. It's such a sure thing. Oh, it's such a sure thing. Yeah, 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 yeah. I remember thinking about that line and being like, damn, we did all these ill-ass lines, and then we're gonna end it with, this love between you and I, simple as pie. And there was something about it that was like, yeah, you know what, actually it's the perfect kind of like period. It's like, actually, it doesn't need to be overthought. When things are understood, they don't have to be explained. That's the beauty of that lyric, is just, you know exactly what that means. You know, it's like Lauren saying, it could all be so simple. It really could. When love feels good, it's when it feels simple, it feels natural, it feels like it's just obvious and not too much to think about. Wayne was a massive inspiration in the approach of the song in terms of like the pronunciation of the word, you know what I mean? He was hitting his R's hard at the time, and he was emerging, and I was someone I was listening to. So, you know, I be the lover, you be the fighter, babe. If I'm the blunt, you could be the writer, babe. All the R's are pronounced really hard on that song intentionally. Big shout out to Weezy, come on.